Hello and welcome to the channel. Today is Forest Fridays and we will discover facts about our clever friends, the foxes. Foxes are small, wild animals that belong to the dog family, which also includes wolves, coyotes, and domestic dogs. Although they are part of the dog family, foxes are very different in how they look and act. They are famous for being clever, quiet, and quick. People have always found foxes interesting, and they often appear in books, cartoons, and old stories and fables. There are more than 30 different kinds of foxes found around the world. The most common one is the red fox, which lives in many places across North America, Europe, Asia, and even Australia. Red foxes are known for their beautiful reddish fur, long bushy tails, and pointed ears. Other types of foxes include the Arctic fox, gray fox, fennec fox, and the swift fox. Each type has its own special features and habits that help it survive in different places. Foxes live in many kinds of environments. Some live in forests, grasslands, or mountains, while others make their homes in deserts, the Arctic tundra, and even big cities. Foxes are very good at adapting to their surrounding environment. For example, the Arctic fox has thick fur to keep it warm in freezing temperatures, while the fennec fox has large ears to help it stay cool in the desert heat. Foxes are omnivores, which means they eat both meat and plants. Their diet can include small animals like mice, rabbits, birds, frogs, and insects. They also enjoy eating fruit, berries, seeds, and even eggs. In cities, foxes may eat pet food left outside, garbage, or whatever food they can find. They are not picky eaters and are always looking for something tasty. One of the most important tools a fox has is its sense of hearing. Foxes can hear very well. They can detect the tiny sound of a mouse moving under the snow or grass. Their large pointed ears are not just for show, they help catch sounds from all directions. Some foxes can even hear noises from far away, which helps them avoid danger or find food. Foxes have amazing noses too. Their sense of smell is excellent, and they can sniff out prey or food, even if it's hidden underground. Their eyes are also well adapted for seeing at night. Foxes are mostly nocturnal, which means they are most active at night and sleep during the day. Their eyes have special pupils that look like slits, similar to a cat's eyes, which helps them see in low light. The fox's tail is long and bushy and is sometimes called a brush. This tail is used for many things. It helps the fox balance when it runs or turns quickly. It can also be used for warmth. Foxes wrap their tails around themselves to stay cozy when they sleep. In addition, foxes use their tails to communicate with other foxes by moving them in different ways. Foxes usually live alone. They are solitary animals and don't often form large groups. However, when foxes have babies, they do stay together as a family for a while. A mother fox is called a vixen, and her babies are called kits or cubs. A father fox is simply called a male or dog fox. The mother and father work together to care for the kits. The father often brings food to the den, while the mother stays with the babies to feed and protect them. Fox kits are born in underground dens. They are very small and blind at birth, so they depend on their parents to survive. As they grow, they begin to explore the area around the den and learn how to hunt and stay safe. Fox kits love to play with their brothers and sisters, and their playtime helps them develop important skills for life. After a few months, the young foxes are ready to leave the family and live on their own. Some might travel far to find a new place to live, while others may stay nearby. Foxes are not territorial in the same way as wolves or lions, but they do mark their areas with scent to keep other foxes away. Communication is important for foxes, even though they don't use words. Foxes make many different sounds to express themselves. These sounds include barks, howls, whines, and even screams. Some foxes have over 30 different sounds they can make. They use these noises to call to each other, warn of danger, or find a mate. Foxes also use body language, like raising their tails or flattening their ears, to send messages without making a sound. Foxes are very intelligent animals. They are great problem solvers and often use clever tricks to catch food or avoid danger. They can remember where they've hidden food and come back to eat it later. They know how to sneak around quietly so they don't scare off prey. They also know how to use their surrounding environment to hide from predators. Some people even say foxes are like little geniuses of the wild. In the winter, foxes grow thicker fur to keep warm. This is especially true for foxes living in cold places like the Arctic fox. Arctic foxes have white fur during the snowy months, which helps them blend into the snow. In the summer, their fur changes to brown or gray to match the rocks and dirt. This special kind of camouflage helps them stay hidden all year round. The fennec fox, the smallest of all fox species, lives in the deserts of North Africa. It has enormous ears that can be as long as 6 inches. These ears not only help the fennec fox hear very well, but also help release body heat to stay cool in the hot sun. The fennec fox also has thick fur on the soles of its feet to protect it from hot sand. The gray fox is different from many other foxes because it can climb trees. This is rare among dog-like animals. It uses its strong claws to grip tree bark and escape danger or search for food. The gray fox is also found in forests and can be hard to spot because of its gray and brown fur that blends with the trees. Foxes have been important to people for thousands of years. They appear in many cultures, myths, legends, and fables. In Japanese stories, foxes are magical creatures called kitsune that can shapeshift into human form. In Native American stories, foxes are wise and mysterious animals. In European stories, the fox is often clever and full of tricks. These stories show how people everywhere have admired and learned from foxes. Even in modern times, foxes are popular characters in books and movies. In Roald Dahl's book Fantastic Mr. Fox, the fox outsmarts farmers to feed his family. In the Disney movie Zootopia, the character Nick Wilde is a witty and charming fox who becomes a hero. Foxes also appear in video games like Minecraft and Animal Crossing, where players can interact with them in fun ways. Although most foxes are not endangered, some species are at risk. The Darwin's fox in South America, for example, is endangered because of habitat loss and hunting. Many foxes lose their homes when forests are cut down or when cities grow too big. Cars, pollution, and people can also pose threats to foxes. That's why it's important to protect natural places and respect wildlife. Foxes can sometimes be seen in towns and cities. These urban foxes are very good at living near people. They may sleep in backyards, hide under porches, or look for food in garbage cans. While it can be exciting to see a fox, it's important not to feed them or try to touch them. Wild animals should stay wild, and feeding them can make them sick or too comfortable around humans. Some people wonder if foxes can be pets. Even though baby foxes might look cute, foxes do not make good pets. They have wild instincts and need lots of space to explore. They can be noisy, messy, and hard to train. In many places, it's not even legal to keep a fox as a pet. It's much better to enjoy watching them in nature or learning about them from books, zoos, and nature shows. Foxes help nature in many ways. They control rodent populations by eating mice, rats, and rabbits. This helps farmers and gardeners. They also help spread seeds when they eat fruits and berries. Foxes are part of the food chain and play an important role in keeping nature balanced. Kids can learn a lot from foxes. Foxes show us the value of being curious, observant, and adaptable. They remind us to use our brains to solve problems and to stay alert to what's happening around us. Foxes also teach us that being small doesn't mean you can't be strong, smart, or brave. Watching a fox move through a forest or across a snowy field is a beautiful sight. They are graceful, silent, and focused. Every move they make seems thoughtful and quick. Whether you spot a fox in the wild or in a book, you can always be amazed by its skills and beauty. So next time someone asks you about your favorite animal, you can say, "I love foxes," and then share all the incredible things you know about them. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel.